Pirate Chronicles, Episode 7, Lords of the Underground. Alongside Foundation Garage events held by Freak FM, Freak in You have to remember events such as Garage City, Bliss, Excitement, Zoo Experience, Moschino, Love Injection, Absolutely Gorgeous, Cream of the Hoop, The High, Cream of the Crop, and more, including Lords of the Underground. In the 90s, coming up through the award-winning Freak Network in North London, we was also connected to a promotion outfit that also doesn't get mentioned, but yet played such a major part in the foundation and beginnings of house and garage to become later what it is known now as UK Garage. This outfit had many extensions of promotion brands, but the overall name was Zoo Entertainments, ran by the main man, Michael Bulgin. Put some respect on his name, aka Mikey Zoo. He had a team of members like the great Bobby and Steve, Ollie, Rude Boy Rupert, and more. They had a direct link to Kiss FM, which was based on Holloway Road at those times in North London. Zoo Entertainments used to have events at iconic venues like Camden Palace, Bagley's Film Studios, Gas Club in Wickham Street, Leisure Lounge, or as I used to voice the advert, the Lounge of Leisure, 121 Holborn High Street, London, EC1. I still remember it. Also in Iron Upper, the summer seasons. Then let me tell you, two brothers were responsible for this, Mikey Zoo and Tony Maidon. Let me give you a bit of insight to the power. We used to have a short notice cancellation date to fill within a 2-week window to promote the legendary Freak in You at Camden Palace. Once the phone call was made to the management from Zoo Entertainments, we had a 2-week window to promote this event. All hands on deck. Everyone. We had to promote via being on during the week when it was only weekends that we would promote the radio. We would get the phone call or told in person, you mans have to forward, do as many shows as you can during the week and your regular show time as well. To promote the event, we got only 2 weeks, so you have to go hard. And then times going hard on the radio was plugging every 10 to 15 minutes, playing the a cappella, the advert that I used to voice over an instrumental track that we was playing. In the mix, it was full on promotion, spreading the buzz all around North London, because it would be us, the homegrown talent, that would ram the place out to full capacity. It's another story. However, the plug, Mr. Mikey Zoo, who we always knew as a boss in the business, a man who is very distinguished, who played a massive part in building the house and garage structure, whilst linking up the Freak Station as main advertising platform, which equally resulted in roadblock events from the 90s. Understand this, the levels were extremely high. It was organic, manifesting as we went along. This was the power of North London. For any DJ, artist, MC, if you was based from East, West, South London or North, you had to be booked by these two players, Mikey Zoo and Tony Maidon, who would have multiple events on throughout the month, weekly and sometimes overlapping with 2 or 3 in one night. This was legendary. If you wasn't booked on one of those lineups, at some point you wasn't part of the scene. No matter what area you came from, these events amongst some others led the way in any borough, dominating the scene with the highest quality of DJs, producers, MCs, outfits, rising up to what you know now. This was the learning years for me and many others, because we didn't start off being big in the game or being respected. You had to earn your respect. You had to be the best that you could ever be on the platform that was provided by Zoo Entertainments, because they set the bar so high and we were striving for the best that we can be, and they will be on your back if you didn't get it right. If you wasn't on point, you wouldn't get booked for these consistent events weekly, which I'm happy to say I was a part of and a resident at many of these events. Mikey's Zoo Entertainment outfit, alongside Bobby and Steve and others, provided opportunities for us all. We're always in the best iconic venues, and the event names were so powerful. The older brother, Tony Maidon, aka Tony Houston or Tony Dancing Boy. To me, it's Father T. Tony was raised in Jamaica and moved here at 15, grew up in North London, Broadwater Farm. Now this is someone you had to put some respect on his name. This was a person that if you had a mutual respect with him, he could be there for you and help with his capabilities and powers. See, he came up from the soul era, dancing on tour with Soul to Soul, and could be seen expressing his energy from the Warehouse days alongside Paul Trouble Anderson and the rest of them, and on the world famous Soul Train with Jazzy B and them man there. At these times, he was mostly known as Tony Dancing Boy. His energy and unapologetic attitude could be intimidating to some, as he was very demanding for perfection. In Clubland, he was in work mode, which was beast mode. But with this, he achieved so much, birthing events like Excitement at the Gas Club, Moschino, Love Injection, Absolutely Gorgeous, Cream of the Crop, We Love Soul, and so much more. To host a weekly event and pulling the numbers in he did each week was powerful branding in the house and garage scene. I was one of his residents, and I used to voice all of his adverts, which wasn't easy. Let me put it to you like this. If I'm in the vocal booth and he comes along and he's in the same studio as me, I better make sure I pronounce every word correct. Everything had to be the right impact. If it didn't have that, he would have often stopped the production, called me over, or stuck his head round the vocal booth and said the famous words, "We doing Maidon." If I would have pronounced something he didn't like, he would feel no way of opening the booth door, only for me to see that memorable look and utter those words, "Yeah, fool, Maidon." On the flip side of his work mode, he took me under his wing to guide me through some difficult times in music. If I was traveling down confusing roads in the music world, I could often turn to him as a fatherly figure, hence the name Father T. He was older than me and wiser, and he showed me so much throughout the music industry that I still carry his spirit with me today. If I'm at a loss or at a certain junction, I would think to myself, what would Maidon say? Then I would know the right answer within the music game. And I know he touched people in many different ways. And I always say, if somebody touches your spirit, it's a longer lasting effect as a brother, as a family member, and doesn't have to be blood to call that person family. He meant a lot to me. We lost contact over the years after, however, the spirit still lives. I remember a time we was living in Edmonton and I was cleaning up while singing Bob Marley, "The Sun is Shining." After singing a few lines, I heard, "Don't give up your day job, Maidon." I jumped out of my skin. I looked up. The front room was adjoining with the front door, which had a glass window at the top. I can see his face peering over, laughing, and that laugh was infectious to hear. Only to open the door to hear the famous words, "We saying Maidon." Just so it's known, I'm putting it out there and on record. Without these two brothers, we in the music industry and genre of house and garage would not be where we are today. They were pivotal points of greatness, creating legends, building a scene, opening up doors so that others could walk through today, showing the commercial and overground sides that these outfits and the unique collection of DJs and MCs working within the team was not just underground. We was bringing class and elegance to venues all over London, up and down the country, and flying abroad as well, hosting weekly events in the West End at the clubs like Bar Rumba, and started a massive Thursday night movement as well at the N Club, Fax, with residents Bobby and Steve, Madness and Rankin, which I'm so blessed to have been a part of. These were the best of times that you can never recreate.